illegal to. It's not. Well, they can't find.
No, it is.
What? Do you want to take Amos hostage?
No, not Amos.
It's illegal to fake a crime.
But I'm not faking a crime. I'm making a joke.
If it's understood as a joke, it'd be fine. If anyone truly believes you,
Yeah, but I'm responsible for what I say, not what they understand.
That's incorrect. That's not how the law works.
No, fuck the law. They'll never find me. They can't even Clubhouse doesn't know anything.
That's great.
They don't know anything about me. You can't identify this account to me, the individual.
Or so you think.
I'm highly certain of it. Unless you can do it with my Proton mail, but I have another email that's linked up to it. So it's going to be a hassle for you to find me, is what I'm
So
saying.
it's a hassle. Just saying, if you give people the incentive, you never know what the crowds can accomplish.
That's right. That is true. That is true. Remember when Moshe Rabbeinu went on the mountain for a short while? He came back and found them worshiping a golden cow.
It was yesterday.
Huh?
You asked me if I remember.
Yeah, I mean, it's a story that you should know. Like, that's what happened. So you better watch out. You can't leave the people alone. Well, that's right. I agree. Man, I love Yitzchak. Oh, Yitzchak is here. Yitzchak. I was telling them about how I will kidnap you in Montreal and how
Oh my God, you
go crazy.
Zach Ock.
It's hot. It's hot.
Yes, Imam Yamach Shemao.
Your mother's puppy. Mom, your mom, your music room.
He did, yeah, now you turned out to be right, dude. He did say Yamach Shemao.
It would be Yimach Shema.
No, he doesn't say Ch. He can't say Ch. He usually says Ch.
Yeah, you
Talking about the mother, so Yimach Shema.
Wait, say it again? He's talking about with the chet.
Alright, there you go.
No, I'm talking about you did Shemo, which is the standard phrase, but that refers to male. It would be Shema if you're referring to his mother.
Oh, okay. Because I'm his father.
Yeah, it depends if you're male or female.
Yimach Shema.
Now, the trick is you guys need to learn, you got to stop saying chet and you got to say hat. You got to say the Mizrahi.
I am making it my personal Ashkenazi mission to destroy the delineation between cha and cha. How dare you?
Motherfucker.
Did
You know what? You guys ruined
You and I are enemies.
You guys ruined everything.
But did you hear what he just said? He said between Cha and Cha.
Exactly.
Like that proves the point. Like,
I know.
it's Ha, Hamas, Hummus, Mahmoud Abbas.
Yeah, you gotta get the head right. Actually, I always say, bro, if more people could just get the head right, modern Hebrew would sound a lot better.
Probably, yeah. They do
It
the
sound a lot more. I mean, that's the way I do it, but you know.
I hear you, but not everyone can do that sound.
I know it's about time, though.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point.
Most people knew how to do that sound. Now it's just been like, the younger generations. It's like they're sweeping it under the rug. I don't like it, bro.
Well, that's the thing's the language. They revived it as dead. When it was dead, it was stable and safe in the books, and then they could look on the small grammar changes and pronunciation changes that happened over time. But now it's alive. People are living and just using the language. That's a different type of use of the language.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It can evolve and grow, whereas before it was stuck in the paper.
Yeah, but now it's like devolving. It's like
it's But that's part of it. That's part of how languages grow. It's always like, think about English today. People from the 50s think that it's garbage and they're making up a bunch of nonsense words. And if you were to go into the 1900s, they'd say the same thing about the 50s, same thing the 1850s, 1800s. The language is always inaccessible. If you try to read Chaucer, which is written in English, it is completely indecipherable to you.
Yeah, no, for sure. English has changed more radically than most other languages have changed from their earlier form.
Yeah, it's a Frankenstein monster.
Yeah, English has really, really changed a lot now.
But like Hebrew has preserved like the core and has so much of its written history. It's upsetting to see that just kind of thrown away because like I got to talk real quick,
For sure. I mean, I don't know. I just miss the days when there was more of the variation in accent, and you heard more of the Mizrahi accent. I mean, it's not that it still exists. It still exists. It's just you don't hear it as you don't hear it as much as you did 20.
You don't hear it with the kids. You hear it with all their parents. All their parents
hear more.
like, oh, you're from here. You're from there. You're from Yemen. You're from Morocco. But the kids, Israelis.
Yeah.
Can you
most
say
of them.
Mizrahi?
McZed, you could do it, bro. You got this.
What? Mizrahi?
No, but say the Mizrahi way.
I'll try.
Don't say Mizrach. Or don't say Mizrach.
I won't say the chas.
Say Mizrah.
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 No. My
See,
God.
I always get to an H sound.
This is an abomination, dude.
What can I do?
He's trying.
I can't roll my R's either.
Can't you say with that?
That's the American, though. That's the
American. I'm speaking American accented English. That's the language.
American.
I'll pick up Hebrew eventually.
Can you say Yada'ot Yahronot?
I didn't understand what you said. Otiot Achronot? What?
That's a newspaper in Israel.
Yada'ot Yahronot.
What is that, like afterword? After letter?
So it's an art, well, not article, a newspaper. I don't think it's a newspaper, is it?
It means like the afterword or something, right? After letter?
I don't know what it means. I just know how to say it. Yada'ot Yahronot.
Otiot Achronot.
It's Cha. Can you say Yada'ot Yahronot?
I can say a cha. I can't do the cha sound.
Yeah, but Cha is like any teenage girl can say Cha.
Yeah, I can say cha.
Yeah, but Cha is not a big deal.
Yeah, that's
Wait, McZed, what were you what were you asking?
Can you say Rosh?
Well, what is the meaning of Otiot Achronot?
No, Yediot Ahronot. It means like latest news in Hebrew.
Oh, Yidiot.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not Yada'ot, it's Yada'ot.
Yeah, you gotta get the ayin. Fine, whatever.
Most Israelis would say Yediot Ahronot, but
Yeah, that's retarded.
I don't like the way. Some people don't say it. It depends on the speaker. Like some people don't say the chet
That's
as
not a Semitic.
heavy.
Look, if you're gonna go around calling everyone who disagrees with you anti-Semitic, you need to at least be able to pronounce Semitic letters, dude. Yada'ot Yahronot.
No, wait, you're saying it wrong now. So you said the second word wrong. So the first word is Yediot. Yediot Ahronot.
Ahronot, not Yahronot.
Not Yahronot. Ahronot.
Oh, that's not a big deal. Yada'ot Ahronot. What a big deal.
There you go.
So easy.
Idiot Achronot.
No, not an idiot.
Although it's idiot.
It's like idiot. It's an idiot.
That's idiot.
Yada'ot. Can you say it, McZed? Can you say the prophet Amos?
Amos?
Amos.
He's like Amos.
Oh, you mean with the ayin? Amos.
Yeah.
Did the ayin.
Amos.
Sometimes I'll pull the syllable a half bit more, but I don't see a huge difference between ayin and aleph.
Nair, can you say Omar bin Khattab?
Yeah. I always fumble that one.
Omar bin Khattab. Omar bin Khattab.
But you say bin or you say ibn?
Omar bin Khattab.
Omar bin
You can't say it.
No, I can't.
You can or you can't?
Wait. So when Arabic, it's not khatab, it's khatab, right?
Khattab, yeah.
Khatab, yeah.
No, so you can say it.
I can say it. Yeah. It's just when I say it all together, I feel like I stutter. I don't know. Omar.
Omar bin Khattab. Say Mahmoud Abbas.
Mahmoud Abbas.
Mahmoud. You didn't say how correctly.
I didn't.
Mahmoud Abbas.
Mahmoud Abbas.
Yeah, very close, very close. That's right.
Not too bad, right?
Mahmoud Abbas. I'm just telling you, if you guys were able to actually pronounce Semitic letters, then it's easier to establish peace, because then people won't see you as foreigners. You might have a white ass, but if you can at least pronounce the Semitic letters, it's going to be much easier for people to just see you or accept you as Middle Eastern people rather than motherfuckers coming from Poland.
Like Mahmoud Abbas, for instance.
Exactly.
I just live in America, so I have no practice speaking it. I read it a bunch.
Nair, can you say Khet Harir ala Khet Khalil?
Oh, that's that. We were practicing on that, right? Hold on.
I don't think Jandeep can say it either.
It's the tongue twister that we always used to do when we were kids. I still don't know how to say it, by the way.
Khet
Wait,
Harir,
hold on.
Khet Khalil.
Wait. Let me see. I can do it slow, I think. So. Okay, hold on. Khet Harir ala.
Khet Khalil.
Okay. Fuck. That is the tongue twister.
Do you know how to use letters instead of numbers instead of letters?
The numbers. So what do you mean?
Like 3 means 7 means ha.
Oh yeah, like when you write it in like when you're texting somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean a little bit. Yeah, I know some of them. 7 is ha, and then 3 is ayn, right?
7 is ha.
Oh, 7 is ha. I'm sorry, and then three is ayn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So there you go. I wrote it down.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Now that's why you're asking me that. Okay, so خيط حرير على
حياة خليل.
Yeah, hold on. خيط حرير على خيط حليل.
No, خيط حرير على حيط.
Oh no, I messed it up. Hold on. خيط حرير. Okay. Oh fuck. خيط حرير على.
Dude, it's so easy. You just have to practice it, and once you are able to speak it, you can go to any Arab room, and they're gonna sign up them. They're 100%. They're gonna believe you're an Arab.
Yeah, that's possible.
You can be one of the مستعربين. You know مستعربين?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like it,
Well, that's what I
in
do.
Fauda.
Exactly. So I go to the Arab rooms. I've been trolling Egyptians recently. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, I think you told me about it. But you said, but don't they kind of know. They kind of know that you're not one of them. They just, well, you can get the accent, but they still
Yeah, because
know that you're not one of them.
I thought no, they're Egyptians, so I'm not one of them. But I tell them that I'm Israeli and I speak very good Arabic because I used to be in the IDF, and I had to learn Arabic to go into the West Bank and to kidnap the Palestinian children, and I come back. They actually believe it.
Oh my god, you're fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, I just told them I used to be in the IDF, and I used to kidnap the Palestinian kids, and that's why I speak Arabic fluently.
What do they say to you?
They swear at me all the time, dude, and then they kick me. They still till today. Do you know Muna Deeb? That's her name. She's the only one who's I have as a friend. So she's my gateway, basically. When she blocks me, that's it. I have no access to these people.
You got no access to the Egyptians after that.
Exactly. So that's why I always have. That's how I've always done it. I always have one person that I use in order to have access to a certain community, and then I gain their trust, and then I flip shit up. You see? So you go sit with them as an Arab, and then they start liking you, and then a little bit after that, you tell them you're Israeli and you used to kidnap Palestinians.
Nah, man, I can't tell them that, bro.
Why? No, you don't speak Arabic, though. You're not going to be.
No, I know. That's the thing. I only know a little bit of Arabic, so you know. I should have listened to my grandparents more.
No, what you can do is tell the Jews. You can sign up the Jews. You can tell them that you're Hamas.
Yeah, they might believe me, actually.
Exactly.
I might be able to convince somebody.
Yeah, now you live in the UK because you know, asylum, whatever, or you live in Russia, actually. And you used to be a Hamas operative in Israel, and that's how you speak Hebrew.
Oh my god, you're too funny, bro.
Yeah.
I tell them, oh my, can I get this shit? خيط حرير على خيط حليل. No, I always messed up the second part.
Yeah, you keep messing it up. You just have to love it. Very easy, dude. خيط حرير على حيط خليل.
I know, I should get it quicker.
You need to do teshuva until you can sing it.
You're right.
That's right.
Zindim, can you get that one?
خيط حرير على حيط خليل.
It's easy, man. خيط حرير على حيط خليل. You can say it.
خيط حرير على حيط خليل. خيط حرير على حيط خليل. خيط حرير على حيط خليل. Yeah, I mean,
حرير على حيط خليل. It's so easy, man.
Right.
Can you say ست وستك بالحمام أما ست ضربة ستك إذا ستك تضرب ستة زي ما ست ضربة ستك بالحمام.
No, I can't, but I don't want to.
You can or you can't?
I probably can, but I don't think I want to.
But you understand what I said, right?
Yes, of course. Yes, I am. Yeah, I speak Arabic fluently, and Arabic. Yeah, I do.
ستة وستك بالحمام آمن ستة ضربة ستك تقدر ستك تضرب ستة زي ما ستة ضربة ستك بالحمام.
Do you know any Arabic poetry?
يا ذو العقل يشقى في النعيم بعقله وأخو الجهالة في الشقوات ينعمه.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
Yeah, I used to be very good at this stuff when I was much younger. But
I'm not so good at poetry, man. Although Palestinians are in general very good at. My dad writes poetry. I used to write poetry when I was a kid. Yeah, not my thing. Dude, I don't know. I mean, my education is mostly in English, and to me, honestly,
You went to school in Jordan, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. What school did you go to in Jordan?
Well, I can't dox.
Oh, you'll be able to forget it. Okay, never mind.
I can't dox, but my education was in English in my high school. So
Okay, all right.
in middle school is Arabic, and then
No wonder your English is so good.
yeah, I have an well, I have an international. So that's the thing in Jordan, dude. You have like A levels, British A levels. You have the IB. So I don't know if you know these things.
Yeah, to some extent, yeah. I've heard of some of these.
Right. So there's like you have the American system also. If you want, there's multiple different schooling choices that you can take. So we're very open to the world, is what I'm saying. You don't have to go to the national system and turn out to be a retard, basically. Yeah, so, but that's what it is, basically. And then I went to an American university. And then I went to another university here in Canada. So I have a big, like, international background.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I told you, I'm not a nationalist.
Is it just Arabic and English, or you know other languages?
I'm raised trilingual, Arabic, English, and French, but I don't speak them because I didn't even go to class.
Can you have a conversation in French at all?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I know German also. My German is, as good as my French. I would say maybe my French is a little bit better now.
Yeah, you see, I went to school. I grew up in the West Bank. I went to school in the West Bank. I went to a very public basic school. But most of the English I learned from American TV.
Even okay. So there's that. Most of my English that I learned is from a video game called RuneScape, dude. You guys know RuneScape? Maybe Gendiv, you don't. You're older, right?
No. Yeah, no, I don't.
How old are you?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm ancient.
You're ancient, so that means you're 51.
Ancient, yeah. He's ancient. If it's 51 ancient to you, that's like your golden years, man.
Yeah, but I'm 27, so like to me everything.
You're a kid. You're a baby.
Yeah, I'm young, man. That's why. So, but to me, maybe you know RuneScape.
Wait, what is it called? RuneScape?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I know that.
This is how I learned shit.
For what console?
No, it's on the computer, man. So it was a website.
Oh, nah, I don't think I ever played that.
Dude, that's where it's at. That's exactly how I learned English. And that's where I learned that I'm a very good shit talker. Instead of playing the game, I used to like shit talk people via text. It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I can picture you doing that, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's
Yeah, I can picture. That's exactly how you fucking learned English.
that is how I learned English. That is 100% how I learned.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Like that with me. I learned things for the wrong reasons. Like, did I even tell you how I learned the Torah?
No, I don't think you did.
I came to this app, okay? I didn't know. I'm raised Orthodox, okay? But I wasn't really religious. My parents aren't religious at all. We're very secular people, very modern, blah, 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 all of that stuff. So we don't even go to church, basically. So I drifted away all my life, really, but then I came on this, I went atheist for a while, and then during my teenage years, etc., but then I grew up. So I believed, in Orthodoxy, but I didn't really know it that much, right? So I came on Cock House. Now, on Cock House, I met Jews for the first time in my life, my entire life, right? So
You never met any Jews, like, before Clubhouse?
No.
Okay.
I only met Jews. The first Jews I met were because of Cock House, because I don't know why you guys are all on this app. So, you are super overrepresented on this app. Regardless,
it's just like in Hollywood, baby. You know what I'm saying? We gotta show up deep.
That's right. So, I met these Jews, and it's the first time I meet them, and I'm like, and I noticed that these guys have no clue about the Torah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna read the Torah, and I'm gonna troll them with it. So I became rabbi. That's how I became rabbi. I read the Torah. Now, the more I read from the Torah, the more I loved it, and I continued reading, and then I became a wizard, dude.
You went through the whole Torah?
Sorry, I got an alarm thingy. I don't know why.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you said what? I got what?
I said, so you read through the whole Torah, Tanakh, everything?
I finished the entire Torah in 3 months.
When you say are you talking about 5 books, like the literal Torah, or are you talking about the Tanakh, like all the books and everything.
No, the Torah, the literal Torah. I read the whole thing.
Oh, the literal Torah, okay.
Yes, including all the Torah and all the teachings of the church fathers when it comes to the Torah.
Okay.
In 3 months. And then I continued then. Then I read the entire New Testament with also the teachings of the church fathers, and then I went back to the Tanakh. All of that because I wanted to troll Jews.
Oh, you maniac. You really do things for the wrong reason, don't you?
I do, exactly, but that's what I'm telling you. Had I not been a troll, I wouldn't be a Talmudic Chacham.
You wouldn't be a what?
A Talmudic Chacham.
Talmid Chacham.
Oh, okay. Talmid Chacham.
Talmid Chacham.
Talmid Chacham, yeah.
But it's Hacham, actually, yes. Hacham.
Yeah, it's like in Arabic, like saying the Hakim or, yeah. Hakam.
That's right.
Yeah, in Hebrew it's Hacham.
Right, so then I started my own yeshiva. So I'm telling you.
Sweet ass.
No, that's not mine.
That's
Rabbi.
Yeshiva, though. Study sweet ass.
That's Rabbi Mahmoud's. That's not mine. Although I'm on the board. I'm on the board in that, but I'm not really the one running it. But yeah, all of these things happen just because I met 2 Jews on this app who are from California who don't know anything about Torah. Can you believe that?
Well, look how far you've come.
Exactly. So I'm telling you is it doesn't matter how you reach things. What matters is that you reach them. It's the result that matters.
Oh, I like your philosophy. Now look at you, you're the chief maniac on all of Clubhouse.
That's what it is. So I'm telling you, God himself is a troll. I do believe that. God himself.
Alhamdulillah.
Right. And God has a plan for you, and that plan is pretty damn funny. 100% damn percent.
How about the end result,
you might be very right about that.
How about the end result, though? I just get some sweet ass. That's it.
I do believe God has a sense of humor, don't you?
Hashem definitely has a plan. Yeah, I think he has a sense of humor too.
Yeah, although
he has to, right?
Yeah, but it can be dark sometimes. But I do think he has a sense of humor. Yeah, of course he has to. Sure. I mean, you're not a New Testament guy, but you read it, right?
Yeah, I've read the New Testament. Yeah.
And you see how they finally were, after all this, they finally were able to get rid of Jesus. But then what happened after that? Then each one of the disciples became a Jesus. Right? Did you read that?
Wait, you said they got rid of Jesus and each one of the disciples
became
what?
because he was on his own, right? And he was doing all these things. And then finally when they got rid of him, they killed him, and then he resurrected, but he ascended, so he's no longer there. But then all the 12 disciples, each one of them did exactly what Jesus did. So they.
Oh, you mean well, according to your tradition, they all got martyred, basically.
No, not martyred.
No, they were doing miracles because it says you shall do greater things than me.
They did.
Is that what you meant by that?
Yes, they all got martyred, but that's not the point. The point is that they did the same things he did. They were walking around everywhere, preaching everywhere, doing miracles everywhere, doing all these things. So it was one guy, now it's 12 guys. Now each guy of them you kill, now okay, all his disciples do the same thing. On and on and on and on and on. That's a divine troll. That whole thing, that's a troll, right there.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it. I never thought about it that way.
Right, well that's what it is. That's literally what it is. So he's gone, okay, now there's the 12 disciples. For example, you kill Peter. He's doing exactly what Jesus did. Now you killed Peter. Okay, now Peter's disciples were doing exactly what he was doing. So you have to kill each one of them. But each one of them has disciples now. You see? So
he thought he franchised it out, basically.
Exactly. He was a hyperbole. It was 100%. He was a hyperbole. Yeah.
Yeah, except but they can't take away the sins, though, man.
Yeah, of course we can. Remember what I told you a long time ago that in the Torah it
to some extent, yeah. But I'm saying their martyrdom doesn't take away the sins.
Oh, no. That's not the ultimate sacrifice. No, but like in the Torah it tells you should forgive your brother, lest it be counted as a sin against him. Because God is all merciful. And if I forgive you, then God will forgive you. Because he's more merciful than me. Yet I forgave you. Right?
Yeah, right. No, exactly.
Right, so if
God can forgive you for sins that you do against God, but if you do a sin against somebody, you have to ask for forgiveness for them.
Correct. You have to ask for it. They can forgive you without asking. But
yeah, it's true, but
If they forgive you, God forgives you. If they don't forgive you, maybe He does, maybe He doesn't. Otherwise, He's not the most merciful. How can He be the most merciful? I forgive you and He doesn't. Right? Either way, yeah. So I can forgive you your sins there.
Well, then I'm gonna ask for your forgiveness, bro.
Oh, you didn't wrong me personally, so I can't forgive the sins you do to Jandeep, for example. He has to forgive you for that.
Yeah, no, hopefully I didn't wrong Jandeep.
Well, remember that time when you took his land?
Hey, I thought you said I was Palestinian too.
Yeah, you are. Oh, it doesn't mean Palestinians can't take the land of other Palestinians.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Shit, they even took my Palestinian... I'm no longer a Palestinian according to these niggas.
Wait, because you forfeited your right to the land once you were forced out and fled.
No, because I said I don't agree with Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist group.
I don't agree with Hamas either. Fuck Hamas and fuck whoever they are.
Okay, so according to Prince, you're not Palestinian.
Prince who? Well, that guy in
Cuckold. Prince Cuckold, I call him.
The Lebanese dude.
whatever. I don't agree with Hamas. I don't know. I guess you don't know me. I know you're. Are you a Greek Orthodox Christian?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've probably been, I've been to church more than you have, probably. Greek Orthodox churches in Jordan, Palestine, yeah.
Depends on how you go, because I didn't really go much. I know, but I've been going, like the past 3 years and a half, I've been going. So I don't know how many times you've been, but...
No, probably more times than you have. I just like to go. It's just because of my friends and because I like to go to church. I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in a lot of stuff, but I actually like to go to church.
Okay. Well, maybe, because you're older, you're more than twice my age, actually, so... But,
Maybe.
You're where? You're in the West Bank? Or,
Yes, I am.
Well, why are you still awake? Shit.
Still early, man. Everyone is up. It's Ramadan. Everyone fasts.
I see what. So you're the type of guy who sleeps in the morning and wakes up at night?
Baby, yeah, you're a real night owl. Yeah, I do a lot of work at night.
So basically, you're cheating Ramadan, but you're not a Muslim, right? You don't believe.
I grew up as one, but I don't practice any religion. I never just I don't fast. I don't do any of that stuff.
Okay.
I've been to a mosque a few times.
But you've been to church more than a mosque?
Most definitely, yes. But not for worship reasons. I just go. I just like to go. I just like to.
No, there's a reason why you like to go there more. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I've been drawn to those places since I was a kid. I used to walk into churches in Jerusalem, Bethlehem, and...
Yeah, but you go into a church. You're not good. Like, for example, why don't you go to a cemetery instead?
Fuck, cemetery? It's all a lot of dead people in the cemetery. Why would I go to a cemetery?
Well, the dead people are living, Jandeep. You must have faith.
Saying that, I don't have
He
much
said many
faith,
times
but-
he doesn't have faith. He likes going to churches.
He likes the art, bro.
Yes, that's true.
Maybe he just likes architecture.
I like the architecture. I like the ambience. And of course, I go to funerals too.
Yeah, I always like going to school.
Well, the Greek
in some way.
aren't really about the architecture, really. They're more of the inside thing than the outside thing.
Say that again? Sorry.
In some way, do you see it? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about this too deep, but I guess it is a question. So, in some way, do you feel like the attraction in some sense to like churches? Do you feel like it's also just something that's part of like Palestinian history, since like Christianity stems from this land, and then these churches have been there a long time, and it's just something that's part of the landscape?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, when I was a kid, probably my first time I ran away from home, I ended up in Jerusalem, and I just walked into a church, and I thought, wow. Because, growing up, I didn't really know much about religion and stuff. I didn't know who was Christian, who was Muslim. I found out later in life that my friends were Christian, later in life, till later in life.
Right.
I didn't know what religion they practiced, but when I grew up and I got to live and explore life, I started going to those places, and I actually enjoy going into them. I've been to a mosque a few times when I was a kid. I wanted to see what it's like, but it's not something that I've been to Mecca. I mean, I visited Mecca a couple of times. It had some impact on me in terms of in a spiritual way, but in terms of religion itself, I always had an issue with the idea of religion altogether. I always thought I don't know, it's just I always had questions that were never satisfactorily answered.
That's right.
I understand. Yeah.
But see, the thing is, I think what people don't understand, man, is that back home we don't even talk about it. Like, no one will come
I know, we don't.
for a Muslim. No one talks about that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not saying this is maybe it's not the biggest factor that has to do with it, but I think just historically, Palestinian society was not really the most religious society until what? Like, I mean, you started like I feel like the Muslim population. I feel like they became a lot more Muslim, more.
You know, that's not just Palestine. That's the world after the internet. I think the Muslim world really got like a big shock. But,
Right. But you know, I've heard
we've
like
always been religious in that area, but we've never been like fanatical.
yeah, like I've heard like people like for example compare like
you know Jordan Peterson, fucking he raised some shit about that new law about you're supposed to call trans people however they want to be called or you get in trouble and stuff like that. But anyways, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to know. We got to see the fallout from Trump. See like if he really cares about the country or not, because a lot of people think he's a con man and a lot of people run him the wrong way, and then some people like him. It's hard to know. I mean, personally, from a personality sort of thing, yeah, I don't really like him, but I see he's trying to be creative, so I suspend judgment for the moment.
But you're a mind virus. Why should anyone trust a mind virus?
Exactly.
So let me ask you a question about something you just said a minute ago. Do you support the law that forces people to call trans people by their preferred pronoun?
No. No way.
Oh, okay.
No, but let me say this. But let me say this. If a trans person, right, and they're being very sincere, right? Like, first of all, there's so few trans people in the world. It's like crazy. I don't even know what's stopping. But if a trans person asks me, hey, please call me by this, and they're my buddy, and they're cool, whatever, they're just a human being, I'll be like, yeah, sure, whatever, that's cool. I'm okay with that. But if they're like, haha, you gotta do what I say because I'll get you in trouble because I'm a special kind of person and I've got power over you, fuck no. You know what I mean? So I don't like taboo, but I don't like taboos. Like, I don't like,
Mind virus. It's a big difference between being friends with somebody in a social setting, but like having to work with some guy that dresses up as a woman every day and forces you to call her Susan, like, and you have to because he's your manager or he's your coworker. It's just there's certain things that have gotten so out of control, and let alone fucking the goddamn U.S. Colonel or whatever the fuck she is. He is Levine. That Biden appointed health secretary. Yeah, Rear Admiral Levine. Like, that is so fucking cringe and insane and bizarre. Just tell me, mind virus, one time in U.S. history or in any country's history where they've appointed a leader, a very high person to power, who dresses as that's a mental health issue. That's not like we're in we have to turn back the time and delete all of this shit.
Rome. Fucking what's his name? A couple of Roman leaders were like that. If you do history, there's a bunch of famous transgender leaders in Rome when their culture was. What happened is they got so fucking rich, everybody started becoming fairly eccentric and stuff. If you look it up, it's actually true, Cypher. If you do look it up, but it's happened before.
But how can we? How can?
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, the ancient Romans.
mind virus, when the LGBTQ becomes the head of people's military and administration, that is a telltale sign of the fall of an empire. You can look at
that's what I was saying.
and you
That's
can
what I
look
was
at
saying.
Rome. You can look at every society. There's not one society that has been on the planet that didn't happen, and immediately right afterwards, within less than 100 years,
They're a danger. Did you
like,
see
if
what
you
the
look at-
NSA did? Tulsi Gabbard
I'm not
purged a
talking about
secret
some-
cult of trans people. Like, there's a secret cult of trans in the NSA actively working against the U.S. government and the will of the people. These people have to be arrested and purged
Absolutely.
and punished.
Yeah, like back in the day,
I
in Africa, they call it empire
don't know.
shit.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a little bit crazy, man.
Let me explain to you real quick.
Crazy, crazy. They're the fucking crazy ones, Mind Virus.
Let me say something real quick.
Hey, Rocco. Yeah.
One of the things that you do, right, and people that think certain way do, is whenever we talk about the actual law in Canada, the law that was trying to push, for some reason they always go to the social setting. Like, we're not talking about the social setting, right? They'll say, y'all don't agree with the law, but in a social setting, if somebody, like even my trans friend asked me to call him she, I think it's okay for me to call him. Like, nobody's talking about that. Why do people always feel the need to avoid the actual topic?
5 minutes to
of the
Trump.
actual
5 minutes
law
to Trump.
that
5 minutes to
forces
Trump.
me, and with the penalty of jail, where people come to my house with guns because of what I said or what I did, and then you run straight to the social setting. Is that like an easier conversation for you guys to have? And you guys don't want to talk about the Nazism that's going on?
Yeah, well, I live in Canada. There's no Nazism here. I agree. Things went too far left, especially 2 years ago here on Clubhouse. It was crazy. People telling me that I shouldn't have certain opinions or even talk about anything because I'm a white dude or something, and this and that, like those crazy left rooms, I agree with that fucking bullshit. I mentioned the social setting because I think it's part of the whole argument. And I don't know. I mean, honestly, to have like a real talk about this law, I have to look it up. We should pin it up to the top of the room and read through it, take a look at it. I know the law is dependent on like whether it's a workplace or this or that. I don't know it very well. But again, I stand, my morals is that, yeah, I live in a democratic free society. Nobody's going to tell me that I can't say something. Yeah.
But that's exactly what they were doing.
That's what they're doing. By even saying you have to call me something, the problem is words. They are forcing words down our throats. And not only that, but the corruption, the crime, all this, the Doge is exposing why taxpayers shouldn't even pay taxes. There's no transparency. I mean, Vivek saying that we need this, ledger, like we needed that 30 fucking years ago. Do you know how many fucking wars could have been prevented if there was a fucking ledger?
I'm watching.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Right now, so these people really wore pink, looking like clowns.
Trump is live in 2 minutes, and America is going forward on a ship that has many holes, and we are plugging them as fast as humanly possible. Let's admit that at $40 trillion, we sold out 10 generations. 10 generations of people that will have to go to work to service this debt, which China owns, which the Federal Reserve owns, that the American people do not own their own debt. We have fucked ourselves in 25 years in an unimaginable way. And these Democrat cocksucking motherfucking rat dog pieces of shit are just the most treacherous, despicable liars that will not admit the finances. And they just want to spend you into a socialist, communist utopia of their clown shit. They are the evil demons that you live with in this country.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm a very independent thinker, so I'm more like an and person than an either or. I'm just expressing my way of viewing stuff. So I know these problems exist. Subscribe now. But I'm not sure that because the Democrats are fucking stuff up that the Republicans are the answer. I mean, what you gotta. I'm really suspicious of media and the government as well.
People think Abraham Lincoln was a Democrat. Were there any Democrats at the Gettysburg Address giving speeches about liberty and justice and kindness and
Do you hear
love?
what I'm saying? Does it necessarily follow that just because maybe the Democrats fucking spent a whole lot of money that the Republicans are the ones that are going to fix it?
But look what they were spending the money on. Fucking social equity justice programs for trans.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I get it. But I'm not sure Trump's the savior either. You know what I mean? I'm so skeptical.
He's the captain of the ship. Were you going to go against the captain? We voted him in.
Yeah.
At this point, Trump is looking like the savior, especially everything he campaigned for. Those are the things that he's doing right now. So there's no surprise to the American people that voted for him. I think that's why he won the popular vote and went off the swing states.
You guys always
have had the White House over like 11 years. I think in his last 6 years, something like that, more than the Republicans. So that's why we are looking at the Democrats the way we are.
He knocks you off your balance, Mind Virus.
I'm very skeptical.
He unbalances you. That's why you're skeptical, because of who he is.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever now. What I'm saying is that I believe the entire narrative, the savior narrative, and then
Trump is coming. He's on.
Nah, I think it's all. I think they're all full of shit, man.
But you're a Mind Virus. You're projecting. That's what Mind Viruses do. No one should trust you because I think your opinion is inferior and lacks really maybe self-awareness most of all.
Good. I'm glad. You shouldn't trust me. You should listen to yourself. Like everybody should listen to themselves. Don't trust me.
I see Trump.
Our poll question, so many of you watching, around 14,000 of you have already chimed in. The question we posed was, which issue would you like the president to focus on tonight? Tariffs, the war in Ukraine, border security, or DOGE cuts? And an overwhelming number of you, more than half, want DOGE cuts front and center. Of course, Austin, Elon Musk is in the chamber. So please vote even more. You can scan that QR code or visit that URL there. Let's get back out to the chamber, Austin.
So, one thing I wanted to mention, you might have noticed on the screen that we saw a number of elected leaders wearing pink. We're getting told that Democratic representatives are telling Time magazine pink is intended to signal protest of, quote, Trump's policies, which are negatively impacting women and families. So if you see a large group of folks wearing pink, it's a protest. Let's talk about something that we're going to be following closely. Oh, and you know what? One more thing in the crowd to watch for. I read that Senator Bernie Moreno out of Ohio will be handing out U.S. flags to Republican senators ahead of President Trump's speech. So it's very possible we'll see a number of American flags waving in the crowd when we see these applause breaks during the speech itself. After the speech, Andrew, the big talker is going to be the Democrats' rebuttal. We're going to be listening for Alyssa Slotkin. She's the senator out of Michigan. You see some pink there. So again, we're hearing that that's an act of protest. And
well, I was going to say, you mentioned that in that piece in Axios, Austin, that some of these Democrats will bring props, so to speak, to make their opinions heard. The House Freedom Caucus, remember, we were hearing from the chairman there, said that if there are any disruptions or interruptions or outbursts, that they will work to censure any of those Democrats there. And we have the First Lady, it looks like.
Yes, and I'll read a little bit more of what we heard from Axios. Democrats were floating the idea of bringing props to Trump's speech, including anti-Trump signs, egg cartons to highlight the current costs of eggs, as well as pocket constitutions as the First Lady enters the chamber for applause.